Referees Tony Stabile and Frankie Gastineau here at Ronin Pro Wrestling, South Florida, Pembroke Pines, Broward College Gym South. Also, if you guys have been watching MLW on beIN Sports, two of the main referees for the show, and that's who we'll start. Two or three. That's what we'll start. What it's been like for you guys. Tony, I'll start with you, working for MLW, being a part of that, and on beIN Sports.
Oh man, talk about an honor to be on a show such as MLW Fusion. I want to call it one of the hottest up-and-coming promotions, but honestly, it's already arrived. The buzz on this thing, the people talking about it online, it is one of, if not the places to be, and I am always honored to be a part of that crew.
Frankie, for you, what was it like getting involved with MLW, getting that call, and just this whole big buzz that's going on? They were just down here in South Florida at the War Memorial Auditorium for War Games.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, War Games.
No, it's sweet. I went on Twitter when we did the first show because the first indie show I ever went to was an MLW show. It was Orlando, like 2003 or 4, I feel like. Mike Awesome, Masato Tanaka, Paul London, and like in 2003, like age-wise, like for me, after like 2001 WCW went away, there was a void.
Yeah.
And we didn't WCW was always in Florida, but it was cool for like Florida to get its own thing. Like MLW ran a show in Philly and New York, I believe, and then they became like a Florida-based thing for like a year. But like no one in Florida was bringing in like the type of talent that they were then and that they are now. So like it's cool how the world works that I get to be on the show and be part of the team. And there's so many people like. You can pick Bruce Pritchard's brain. Tony Schiavone's doing commentary in a match I'm in, which is insane to me.
I mean, I have Rich and Tony in commentary every night. I mean, I love it.
It's such a weird thing too. Like I'm a big social media guy. I love Twitter and Instagram, and it's like we do this thing, and you don't realize how many people like around the world actually see the show. Like everyone, you want to do this because you love it, but it's so cool to see like how many people it reaches.
Yeah.
Just for being like a cool thing that we're honored, honestly, to be getting paid to do in the first place. But yeah,
it's something we do that we love, and when you work a show, we work so many different shows, but then to do MLW and then to get that feedback immediately upon airing, social media's blowing up and everyone lets you know like, man, there's a lot of people got eyes on this product, and I only see it going more and more as time passes.
And it's like wrestling's a family. Like the locker room is so close knit. Like honestly, everybody critiques everyone's stuff, which makes everybody better. I honestly feel like not just wrestling, but in life, you should try to learn something new every day, grow as a person. And there's so many people there that like were on TV when we were younger that like did all these crazy things that are like willing to give. Like that's insane. Like I said, Bruce Pritchard, Tony Schiavone, guys that have been doing this for 20 and 30 years, and they're like so giving.
Yeah.
Maybe is the right word. Like
accessible.
Accessible. Honestly, like Tony Schiavone's so cool. Like we talk about baseball and stuff.
Oh, he loves baseball. I did an interview with him at MLW, and at least half of the interview was just about baseball. It was great.
No, he loves
baseball.
And it's so because we talked about the TV show, like as a wrestling fan, because this should never go away. It's so cool to listen to him do commentary. Like in your head, you go back to like being 10, 11, 12 and watching Nitro and Thunder. So to have him on board is so cool. Like like I said, that's the fan in you that should never go away because this is like a passion. Like it's cool to be doing our thing.
To be doing what we love to do.
We'd love to do it, but you guys went a different route. Some people go ring announcing, some people become a wrestler, a sports entertainer. You all became referees. What was it like for you to put on that shirt? Because you don't have to pull back the curtain so much, but there's so much more that you guys have to do out there as a referee, and just making the 1, 2, 3 or breaking up in the corner, things like that and all. Just what has that journey been like to be a referee?
To be a professional referee, it's a lot to it. People saying anyone can wear the stripes and count to 3, but and unfortunately a lot of people do. But to be a professional and do it correctly, there's so much that goes on in the ring, and any wrestler can tell you like which refs they like to see in the locker room. When they show up and they see us there, they're like, oh, thank you, yes, I'm glad you guys are here tonight, because last night,
whatever.
It's so cool for them to know the difference.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like we get to do that at that level because we've earned to get to that point.
Yeah.
But like so many shows during the week, it's always so random for someone just to get thrown out there, and I feel like it's not like I feel like it's overlooked a lot.
It's very much overlooked.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like honestly, like a couple of years ago, I just decided I wanted to travel. And wrestling's so different everywhere else. Like I've lived in Florida since I was 12, but like I do Chicago a lot. We do shows in North Carolina. The crowds are different.
Yeah.
The guys' work style is different, and that just sharpens you because you get to learn little tricks that you can use other places. And the respect grows.
Is there anyone or two people or anybody that have really helped you in your refereeing career?
Well, I want to give a shout out to the House of Truth in Detroit, where I trained from. The amount of knowledge I gained from there to start off with was amazing. Very good refereeing scene in Detroit. I've learned so much from all those guys. And then moving down here immediately, hooking up with this guy, Frankie Gastineau, he really took me under his wing and showed me around, and I've learned so much. And any show you go to, if you're watching the right things, you can learn from anybody. There's so much to do.
I love that, like, we have, like, my buddy John Davis, professional wrestler, 15 years. I used to go to shows that he was on. We used to do road trips when we started out early, like, and still to this day, he'll sit there and we'll have, like, a 2-hour-long discussion after. This was good, that was bad, work on this, work on that. It's like I said, like, iron sharpens iron.
There we go.
Frankie, Tony, thank you both so much. MLW, Friday nights, 8 p.m., beIN Sports. Thank you guys.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having us.